Guys, I feel so good. I got an Asura in my first free roll here for the gems. It's kind of awesome because on my free to play account, I got a rare, and on my pay to play account, I've never received an Asura. Asura is one of the best defensive characters in the game. However, for me, it seems like he's an end game character. Please tune in and watch these updates. Thank you, and I will continue making more videos for you guys. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and test out Ashura's abilities. I'm just gonna switch over some characters. That way we can be able to take him out for a spin. Other than that, he has level 1 abilities at this point. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring leveling him up and just testing the waters. I'm going to be doing all of the skill XP as well. As you can see, I have a bunch of resources that I got just from the tutorial and getting on the game when they offer the freebies for everybody. Now, this is my second account. However, even that offer looks too good to be true. I'm not using any pay to play methods on this account. I'm just making sure that I keep it available for people. And as you can see, I haven't increased his skill level. We're just testing out how he functions, and he seems pretty good until he meets that heartbreaker, which is probably leveled up to a maximum of maybe a 8 or 9 skill level. That's why she one-shotted me. And then he does have a Sasquatch, so this one is not a hard boss. However, I didn't understand when I died that I didn't level up my skill. I just put his level higher. So let's go ahead and watch what happens. As you can see, Santa does manage to kill a bunch of them. However, they end up killing him just because all my heroes are not maxed out. So now we have enough gold to level up Asura to the 100 level, and that way we can be able to get more done. I am gonna max him out as far as building his skill level and his enchantments, also making sure his inscription level is all the way there. Now, the only thing is, some people hate raids because they have to kill and sometimes they lose gems or whatever. But if you look at it, if you use an Asura, whether or not the base has high level walls, look how quick he's just going through heroes and how much his range is. So just imagine using him with a higher level range, and it's almost like having a ranger because he's also doing melee attack and also using range or magic, if you want to call it that. Now, what I've noticed that a lot of players have done with their Asura builds, they've made him very defensive, but he's also an offensive weapon. As you can see, he's not needing to be right next to another hero to be able to kill them. And that's a benefit if you think about it, because if he's doing 3 times more damage from long range or mid range, he's one of your better heroes in the game. So guys, I just wanted to show you more of my base. Those are some of my achievements right there. And then this is what is currently in my inventory. Now, I don't keep as much in my noob account, but when I do show you guys my main, you will understand why I conserve. However, I am stockpiling a whole bunch of hero cards. That way I can use them all at once to predict odds. You will see me go through a bunch of my tasks. The only ones I tend to skip are the ones that hire hero sacrifices and stuff. That just wastes your time. You don't have to sit there and do it if you don't have the resources. I would just skip. So right here at this base, I'm testing all of my heroes at once. As you can see, Sasquatch will do the majority damage because his area of effect is about 9 by 9. And Asura will do any rounding damage. Now I will mute down the audio. I forgot to turn off the sounds, so bear with me on that. Now this is another base. I'm not going to do it as good as I hoped, but I'm gonna see if Santa Boom is gonna take out most of the other damages. Then I will insert Lanacore and Asura. Let's see what happens. Now you notice he does have Skull Knight. He does have somebody that can freeze. But as you can see, Asura is pretty effective at dealing with more than 2 or 3 at a time. And that's the awesome part about his ability. Now I will max him out by the end of the month, so I will update you guys with a New Year special as well. So stay tuned for these updates. However, we're gonna go ahead and show you some practice here. That way you can understand how he functions. And if you do have him in the game and you want to suggest some tips for people, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe as well.
Let's go back to best of the noob stories. Pretty much lost that guy. Perfect defense meets perfect offense. There you go. Perfect defense makes perfect offense. That's what I meant to say. Let's not get it twisted. So, Asura by himself is deadly. And I still haven't increased his level. I'm still running him at level 1 still. So I want to show you guys the difference when I do run him at level 5, 6, or 7 skill. So right now he's doing minimal damage. Reflex. Kamikaze. Wow. The sound effects on the game when they kill these other characters is so funny. I laugh sometimes. Alright, let's try this. Let's go ahead and raise his level up. I think that was the big issue we were having. He wasn't doing enough DPS. Consume. We don't need another one of these guys. I don't need another one of those guys. And then everybody else should be kosher. Actually, no, I need them too. Yep, still need them. So I can raise my levels. What? I thought I did. Didn't count? Alright, then just run him and Sasquatch. Let this whole level. do a lot of damage. However, I do need to mute the sound effects. Just quickly. Sound effects are weird on this side. Boom. Let's go ahead and mute that sound effect. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and try this again. Give me 1 second, guys. I am actually going to level up his skill by buying. Hit that. So I wanted to show you guys an example of a stacked base. Watch this, what Asura does. Saves a lot of time and energy. So I'll zoom in a little bit. As you can see, he's just getting rid of soldiers so fast that he doesn't have to waste time trying to kill the soldiers and himself. As you can see, he's just killing 4 things at a time. And he doesn't have to be facing those heroes either. That's the crazy part. And he's always specking, so it's crazy. I don't know why people don't run him as a defensive character, or they do and then they remove his ability to auto proc. As you can see, he's kind of maxed out there, but he won't target the building until after he's finished every other target. So let's watch again. Asura, no big heals. Just look how quick he's finishing these bases off. Again, he doesn't target the building with characters next to it. He will first target the characters. Let's get a nice new view. This is Asura. Look at that. Nice and simple. Wow. And we're done. Now I do need to level up this, speed this up. 12 hours, 3 hours. That's it. Oh, level 10 is what I get it. Alright, that's fine, I can do that. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to increase some of these guys' inscriptions. That way they get more boost. Let's see, Asura again. This is the simplest builds I've ever done. Let's see if he's good against. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't expect him to have that much of an effect on a... I forget the name of it, but you clearly saw that character. Usually that's a hard boss to finish, but since he reflects a lot of damage, or 50% of it, he's not able to get killed outright. And let me show you the character. That way you guys understand who it is. He's actually pretty much a free character if you're able to get him with 20,000 might. He is this character. This is Asura for you. I'm going to see if I can max him out within a month. Free to play. I don't have to spend gems to get him. And give me a second, I'm going to show you that character. I just forget his name. Golem. There we go. Golem's pretty neat. He actually heals unless you can stop him from proccing, which just happened. I was kind of shocked, but I guess we learned something today. Alright, let's go ahead and just run Sasquatch right there. As you can see, Sasquatch already stunned all of the other heroes, except the other hero that had the butterfly. Let's go ahead and zoom in and just watch. You want a Sasquatch when you know you're going to go against the base with a higher wall level. However, if you know you're not dealing with that, just go ahead and run a Lazulix who will go over the walls. However, if you know that those walls are in your way, I would run a Sasquatch build, just because he is more of a defensive blocker. He's not a stunner, he's a blocker, because he negates your damage by healing. We're almost at 500,000 ability. I guess I gotta max these guys out together. That's an extra 100,000 I'm missing. Again, if you have a base fully loaded, ooh, Cosmo, Michael, Santa, and who's that special? Okay, yeah, we have that guy. That weirdo. Look at that. That's just so simple and effective. A lot of people do not get to have an Asura until they've maxed out their character. I rolled him on a free roll, so kind of feel good. And I also rolled a free roll for Santa Claus's costume. Let's see how quick he finishes. That's a dead no. So right there, I'm just gonna bring in Sasquatch. The Sasquatch is gonna actually freeze everybody and heal. That's what I mean by he negates all those other characters. As you can see, that was a dead stalemate. You stopped him from using the Cosmo proc. Cosmo is actually not a rare character, guys. So if I was you guys, I would not be worried about finding Cosmo. You'll actually get a chance to roll him like Storm Eater. So I wouldn't bug if you don't get him in your first couple free rolls, or if you don't grab him in your first couple gem purchases or hero purchases. So I wouldn't stress it. It happens, but you'll be fine. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been another session. If you're looking to find me, you can definitely just look me up. It's HMMYA as my noob.